Hi everyone, so today just want to show you the top speed in the different speeds modes and also the lights on this brand new second generation Evercross H5 electric scooter. So as you can see, I've placed this scooter on top of a small chair, so to lift up the wheel, I'm gonna do this in a freewheeling or free sprinting mode. And this scooter has the zero start function, so you don't have to kickstart it, which is kind of convenient. So first, let's start with gear 1 or the first speed mode, which is the slowest speed mode, and see how fast it goes on gear 1. So as you can see, 9 miles per hour is the top speed in gear 1. So now let's see the gear 2, which is the second speed mode. All you have to do is press this M button to change the gear. So gear 2, let's see how fast it goes. As you can see, 18 miles per hour for gear 2, which is the same speed for most other scooter out there. So now let's try gear 3. You press it one more time. As you can see, gear 3 is 27 miles per hour. And actually, this speedometer can only shows up to 27 miles per hour, which isn't even reaching the official rated top speed of 28 miles per hour. I'm not sure if it's actually 28 because it only shows up to 27. So even if you go 28 or even 29 or above, it will still shows 27 because when I go down a very steep hill, which is way faster than my speed in flat surfaces, it's still just showing 27. The O1 doesn't have this problem. The OH5, it can show any speed you want. The fastest speed I travel on that one is around 32 miles per hour, and it shows 32 over here. But this one, it doesn't show. But I feel like the speed is the same. So probably this one can also achieve 32 on that same hill, downhill. So pretty disappointing it doesn't show. I'm not sure even why. I mean, this speedometer, this thing is exactly the same as the old one. Also, one more thing to note, the P setting doesn't even work. It doesn't do anything. So I cannot show you a video tutorial on that. And then now let's show you the lights. So first of all, I will maybe show you the horn first. So it's pretty loud and pretty annoying. I'm not a fan of electric horn. I prefer a old school bicycle horn or bicycle bell because that's less annoying. This one is kind of, it's kind of rude. It sounds rude, so I probably would never use it. Especially to pedestrian. And one less thing to break down if you have an old school bell. And now just gonna show you the turn signals, which is over here. So this is the left turn signal. As you can see, the old one is orange, the new one is red. It's relatively bright, and there's kind of two level of lights, the top one and the bottom one. The top one is slightly more orange, although it's hard to see on the camera. The bottom thing here is more red. This is more orange, and there's two of them. The front one is new. The old one doesn't have the one in the front. And now let's show you the headlights. And this is the headlight over here. It's not too bright, although it's hard to see in the camera, but it's not too bright. And this is one of the few scooters that you can actually adjust the angle for the headlight, but of course you don't want to point it downward like that. I would suggest pointing straight, so not all the way like this, because if you do this, it's pointing upward and you're not going to light up any row in front of you. So maybe point it straight or even slightly downward so you can see the row in front of you. But it's up to you what angle you're going to point to. It's not too bright and it doesn't go very far. The light doesn't go very far. So something to keep in mind. You probably want to get a aftermarket light if you want. And the manual even says don't ride it at night. And here is the rear light. It turns on automatically when you turn on the front light. And if you press the brake pedal, it becomes slightly more bright. As you can see here, slightly more bright. It doesn't flash at all. And lastly, just gonna show you the ambient lighting. You can turn that on by holding the amp button for 2 seconds. You can see there's a blue light over here, and it's a rainbow pattern, which is extremely eye-catching and attractive. The highboy over there, it only has a red ambient lighting, but even the highboy one is very eye-catching already, but this is even more eye-catching, so not sure something you either like or hate. It also changes color to green or some other color as well. I think this one might even be slightly more bright than the front headlight, and then it's extremely eye-catching, but you have the option to turn it off at least. You don't have to turn it on. It has a separate button than the front headlight. On the high boy, you cannot even turn off the ambient lighting. As long as you turn on the headlight, the ambient lighting would turn on the high boy, but this one, you have the option not to turn it on, which is good. So something to keep in mind, if you want to be eye-catching, then you can turn it on. If not, you can turn that off. So there is my video on showing you the top speed of different speed mode and the lights on the Evercross H5. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.